Hello, good evening Tribuners. Welcome back with me Mutiara in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is long line of vehicles at the Merak Port, Banten. The queue of vehicles and passengers again occurred during the return flow for Lebaran 2022 at the Merak Harbor Pier Cilegon, Banten on Saturday, 7 May 2022 in the morning. This queue occurs in almost all piers in Merak Harbor. The queue is caused by the high volume of travelers using vehicles that disembark at Merak Harbor, making passengers who want to board wait. One of the travelers who joined the queue to enter the ship was Sayuti. He is a passenger who will return to Mandailing Natal, North Sumatra, after visiting family in Cilegon, Banten. Sayuti admitted that he had been waiting in line for vehicles to enter the ship to cross to Bakauheni Port, Lampung for more than 3.5 hours. Seeing his vehicles never getting into the ship, Sayuti predicts that he and his family will queue for 5 hours just to get on the ship. He said this because he saw the density of travelers using two-wheeled or four-wheeled vehicles was quite high. The reason is that the line of vehicles that want to enter the ship on this Eid 2022 is the densest he has ever felt during the homecoming flower 2019 years ago. The next news is, don't know the ship departure schedule. Prospective passengers stay at the port. There is no plan for the arrival of ships marking the return flow in Balikpapan until Monday, May 9, 2022, which will dock from Parepare. However, Irene, a passenger on the ship, had to stay overnight at Semayang Harbor because she did not know the ship's departure schedule. She admitted that she had just stayed overnight in the courtyard of Semayang Harbor, Balikpapan, by laying out a mat with her family. Because of her ignorance, she had to stay overnight until the next day. She also admitted that she did not get a hotel room to stay in for a few nights with her family. The next news is accident involving Innova car and passenger bus. Another traffic accident occurred on Mount Seulawah, precisely on the Banda Aceh Medan National Route Lam Tomat Village, Lembah Seulawah District Aceh Besar on Friday, May 6, 2022 this morning. There were no fatalities in the accident involving the Pelangi bus BL7919AA, passenger car driven by M. Hatta, a resident of Biraen, and Toyota Innova BL1024IE, driven by Bismi Syamaun, a resident of Meunasah Papen Kreng District Baronajaya, Great Aceh. Likewise, the Innova driver Bismi Syamaun and 3 other passengers, Hasanuddin Yusuf Adam, a resident of Ule Kareng, dan Razali Adami, a resident of Neusu Aceh, Banda Aceh, and Zulkarnain Gamal, a resident of Kot Masjid Lengbata District, Banda Aceh, must receive medical treatment because suffered injuries. Meanwhile, from the condition of the Innova car, it looks like it suffered severe damage on the front. Likewise, the Rainbow bus was naturally wrecked on the right side of the front. The accident involving a passenger bus and a Toyota Innova private car occurred at 8 o'clock a.m. this morning. Police Grand Commissioner Diki explained that chronology of the incident. The Toyota Innova driven by Bismi Syamaun moving from Banda Aceh to Medan. On the other hand, the Pelangi bus passenger car driven by M. Hatta came from Medan to Banda Aceh. Upon arriving at the scene of the incident, the Toyota Innova car allegedly lost control, so it drove into the right lane from the direction of Banda Aceh and hit the right side of the Rainbow bus that was traveling from the opposite direction. The next news is accumulation of passengers in the Lingga. Eid al-Fitri 1443 Hijriah celebration are slowly coming to an end. The policy of the central government to allow homecoming trips in the year 2022 has made a deep impression on the community. This includes travelers who enter Lingga Regency Riau Island Province. Homecoming to Lingga this year is booming, so ship agents must add shipping fleets, especially from Batam. The Lingga Regency Transportation Service has also attempted to charter speedboat from Batam to Seitanam Harbor several times. However, on the third Eid, the homecomers began to leave their hometowns on Wednesday, May 4, 2022. Hundreds of passengers were seen crowding Jago Port to travel between regions. There were at least 576 people traveling outside the Lingga today. The ship sailing time is almost scheduled as usual, with 3 ships going to Tanjung Pinang and 1 ship going to Batam. The head of the Lingga Transportation Agency, Henry F. Rizal, previously appealed to people who were going home to always keep their belongings or children in the midst of the crowds of travelers. He also strongly recommends that prospective passengers can book tickets in advance. This is to anticipate that prospective passengers do not run out of tickets to travel. The next news is vaccination service in Tapin district are reopening. Vaccination service which were closed before Eid 1443 Hijriah resumed in Tapin Regency. Tapin Resort Police immediately stepped on the gas by opening a mass vaccination booth at the Lebaran Service Post 2022 targeting route user. This vaccination is open to the public and serves doses of 1, 2, and 3 or booster vaccines for the general public in Tapin Regency as well as route user crossing the destination of Banjarmasin and vice versa. Eka Purwanti said previously for a full month during Ramadan. After Tarawih, the Tapin Reserve Police had opened a vaccination service post next to the Dulang Mosque. Eka said this was because it was still in the Eid atmosphere, so the achievements were still small, only reaching the number of tens of people. The next news is, a man molested his older brother to death. Salmon Tarigan, 32 years old, the younger brother who had the heart to kill his own brother, Eben Ezer Tarigan, 36-year-old, admitted that he regretted his action. The expression of regret was uttered in front of the media crew who came to the press release activity at the police resort of the Deli Serdang City on Friday, 6/22/2022. He said his brother's action had also made his parents sick. It is said that his condition is currently having a stroke because he is considered traumatized. He said he was ready to take responsibility for his action. Information collected by Salmon, who has been named a suspect, was arrested Friday morning or about 13 hours after the incident. The police made the arrest with the help and approach of the family. After committing the murder of his brother, he also had time to run away. The last news is burglary of residence houses in Ili Getang. The incident of breaking into a residence house in Ili Getang by an unknown person had shocked local residents. The house belonging to Johannes Berhams, a resident from Endelio who currently lives in Ili Getang, was burglarized on Thursday, May 5, 2022 at around 9 o'clock a.m. As a result, the money amounted to 14 million and the piggy bank and sarung were stolen by the thief. A local resident, Victoria, said that she was surprised because the thief was acting in the morning. According to Victoria, that time is a good time for residents to carry out their activities, so the bustling atmosphere due to residents' activities may not provide an opportunity for thieves to act. In line with Victoria, the victim Johannes Berhams admitted that the thief was really a guile because within 30 minutes he was able to tear apart the house and steal money and other items. So Johannes and several others suspected that the culprit might be someone they live with close to our new earth. He continued, they found out after the police came here to investigate the crime scene. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.